I'm not sure what.
How long you been with her, bro?
We've been together before marriage, 6 months, so a total of 2 years and 6 months.
2 years and 6 months. What? Anything? I mean, you don't have to share everything here, personal stuff. But did something pop up recently that she feels this way?
For one, 7 months ago, I'm a Christian. She's a Christian. Since the past 5 months, she said, "Oh, she met Jesus." Then she was like, she thinks she made a mistake by me getting married to her, and her family was like, "No, she should have not." I was there supporting her dreams, her goals. She went to college since I met her, and she started going to work more attentively, starting to do small stuff like creating her content on her YouTube page. So I'm like, I don't know what went wrong. Then for her birthday of August, we were supposed to go to the Beyonce concert with me and her sister.
Okay.
She said, "Oh, I got change of plans. I don't want you to come with me anymore." Then she had to end up she moved out, went to live with her sister because her sister was struggling. Her mom was struggling too. So I was like, okay. So I help her mom get an apartment. Then she said she's gonna live with her sister, who got a job by the airport because her sister was stressing her. So each and every time she gets a stress, it's always back at me. But the moment she rise up again, it's like she doesn't want me. The funny
She's
thing is,
stepping out.
then she texted me 2 months ago. She said she has a boyfriend. I'm like, what?
That's the real goddamn answer. Okay, you got to fucking withdraw the application. I'm sorry that
Yeah.
this is happening. I appreciate you being vulnerable to share with everyone here, because
Yes,
others
sir.
could be in a similar situation. So thank you so much. As I'm not I'm not a therapist, but I understand why they call it attorney and counselor. We got to dig up what's really happening so that you can make that decision to get you out of the jam.
Yes, sir.
Because it's not a good look either way. But you rather have a situation where you have the opportunity to withdraw the application
Yes, sir.
before it gets denied. It's going to be worse if it's denied. Okay. You don't want a record on there because if for some odd reason, knock on wood, okay, if she mails a letter in that says, "Oh, this is a fraudulent case," like somehow, let's say the douchebag new boyfriend says, "Write this letter" or something, so you need to fucking withdraw it today, ASAP. You need to FedEx it, basically, okay?
Yes, sir.
If you are sure that it sounds like she's pretty sure she got a new boyfriend. She keeps complaining about
Yeah.
something that, like, pushing you away in a sense. So,
Yeah.
so I'm sorry this happening, but you got to do the best for your legal status case. I've just seen too many
Yes, sir.
cases where they just kind of, I don't know how you're feeling. I don't want to assume things, but I've talked to people, male or female. They say like, "Oh, I think we're gonna work it out," and then turns out like that person's way long gone. They're not turning around. So,
Yeah.
and you have an interview, right, coming up?
Yeah. Tuesday, next week, Tuesday,
Yikes.
the 16th.
Okay. So yeah, I prefer you not to show up and rather just like withdraw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But where's your case supposed to be interviewed at?
Montgomery.
Alabama? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I don't know how they are. I just do know attorneys have told me there's been ICE activity in Alabama. It's just not in the news as much, national
It's not
news.
that it's not that crazy down here.
That's good. Well, it's less populated, right? So, so that's
Yeah.
good at least. But I don't know how they are at the field office. I mean, the USCS office. So I don't know if I want to risk you going there just to tell them you withdraw. So, and then you got to mail it in. I recommend next day mail that you withdraw your
Yeah.
application. You can't control her petition, but you want to put in your cover letter. And so this is for anyone who's in a similar situation. Write a letter, put a date on it. So the date is before your interview date. And, you mention your name and your withdrawing application. And it's kind of like what we call like, there's you could mention that you don't have to go too much detail. We're having marriage difficulties and just keep it at that. So I have decided to withdraw my application and write in the specific receipt numbers, the 485 receipt number
Yes, sir.
and the I-130. Okay. You got to do it today. based on what you're sharing with me. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And the thing is, even if she turns around, she makes a U-turn back to you like tomorrow,
Yeah.
it's a risk because she's already done all this activity. It sounds like for several months, almost like sounds like 6 months
Yeah.
already. I personally, for me, I don't trust people very well. Clearly, in my position, with what I've seen,
Yeah.
so I doubt that she would turn around. Some people turn around and then what do you call ditch again. So I don't recommend it to let her
Thank
back
you so
in.
much, Mr. John.
All right, wish you the best. Let me know how it goes. Okay.
Definitely.
All right, take care. Bye bye. Emalt asked, can he reschedule? There's no point. I mean, if it was like maybe if they were seeking therapy or something, but I think he said that she literally moved out. So I just don't recommend that for anyone. Okay. Don't put yourself in that situation. So thank you everyone for being patient with me to go walk that through with him. And so look, that's a really good example that you don't have to pay a traditional consultation fee to hear that from me. If there's any way I can point you in the right direction, even if it's not literally to get legal status like this year or next year, but to save your ass for the future, I'm happy to do it. Okay. All right, let's get Can on, and on deck after Can is Chris. All right. It is sad for sure, remote. Especially when they were together for what, 2 years at least? Yeah. It, good riddance. Good thing she's out because you don't want a situation where you're still living together and then suddenly like she would call the police, God forbid, you don't want something like that. Okay, Can is not there anymore. So let's go to Chris, and after Chris, Sweet Angel. What's going on, Chris?
Hi, John. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. Um, there's a question that I want to ask from my brother.
Okay.
They got married, but they're trying to. Is it advisable for them to filing? But our country is part of the 90 countries that was banned, which is Sierra Leone. But
Oh,
is it advisable for him to go ahead to filing, put in his application, or to wait
what kind
a
of
marriage?
for marriage case?
Yes.
I I recommend still filing it because the ban, it's more, from what I understand, it's a pause. The ban you're talking about, there's a couple things going on. You got the travel ban from people coming into the country, but is your brother outside the United States?
No, he's here.
Oh, he's here. Okay. So I would continue doing that to file it. All right. Because um, ultimately, I'm not sure if they paused every single application or if it's only the 485. And did he enter with the visa?
Yes.
Okay. So he can apply for adjustment of status, assuming your sister-in-law or spouse-in-law is a U.S. citizen. He can apply for the work permit, and so I don't know yet. It's because this news is recent, like the last 2 weeks. I don't know yet if they're going to pause the work permit. That seems to make sense if it was the government side, but it seems that possibly it's only the adjustment of status application. Okay. um, I would still file. And here's the other thing, like let's say worst case scenario, it's been 2 years since the time he has filed. It would be an opportunity to file a lawsuit for a mandamus. In probably 2 years' time, who knows, maybe other people already filed a lawsuit about this situation, about the pausing of applications of certain countries. Okay.
Okay.
So I hope that helps a little bit, but come back or he can join live if he has further questions.
All right, John.
All right.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
I do
Chris.
appreciate it.
Wish you the best. Bye bye. Well, that's so nice. Asking questions for his brother. So if you have a friend, coworker that has questions about immigration, please share my channel with them or my website. This website right here is the quick one where if you just want to schedule a meeting or schedule a webinar, okay, you're welcome to do that. Let's see. Thank you for the questions. Before I get to the next person, I do want to share A couple things. The action plan. The fucking action plan, okay? Guys, I have a webinar right here. The webinar option. I don't know why it's getting all this weird. Webinar option right over here, okay? Okay. All right, Lamurray P. Let's hear the question. I'll get to you soon. I have a webinar about know your rights. Okay, I can't talk about it every single live show, but if you're witnessing someone getting arrested, record the video. Now, I'm not saying you got to go up in their face and curse at them. I personally don't think that's going to do anything, but record. I think they know they're in dog shit right now, okay? And that's clearly why they don't want to be doxxed. They have mask on. I just think you need to focus on recording the video, capturing as much as their body description as possible, the license plates for the future, because clearly some people have been beaten, shot at, killed, okay? So be careful out there, but record if you're going to be near them, all right? And here's the other thing. If you have a friend, family member who ends up getting arrested, kidnapped, and ultimately detained, make sure they contact us, because even if you have a case in New York, Alaska, who knows where, we're happy to share a referral as soon as possible. Okay, I'm in so many different networks of immigration attorneys. There's just so many. Okay, and not just me, and also my premier attorneys. Okay, so we want to make sure you get the right guidance as possible. What's up, RP? Like, for example, I got a request for a meeting today. I can't go into too much detail, but that person, that family member of the person I talked to, is detained at Port Isabel Detention Center, and that's about 2 hours. I think 2 hour drive from Corpus Christi. So one of our of counsel attorneys happened to be there, right? Happened to be there for another client's hearing date. Okay, so that's why you may want to consider our team in general. Because we have a network of attorneys across the country to help you out. And even if they're not technically part of our law firm, we'll get you connected, okay? But at the end of the day, you gotta feel comfortable with who you hire. Just because if we refer someone or another law firm refers someone, you gotta do your own due diligence. We can't do that for you completely, okay? You gotta read the Google reviews at the very least. All right, now let's get to some questions. A couple more things about that. Action is fucking important. Action is fucking important, guys. Okay? Because there's a fucking reason why ICE does not put people on the locator. It takes them a couple days to put them on the locator, okay? So please take action. If you hear someone, a family member or friend have been detained or arrested, you know what's going to happen. So we got to get on the ball. If you're going to share, if someone wants your help, this is what you need. Obviously, the full name, the date of birth, the country of nationality. Okay, those are three main things. And four. If they happen to have an A number already, alien registration number, very, very important. That helps for the locator. Okay. The thing is, because obviously trying to prevent a situation that someone gives up and they're intimidated. They just don't want to be in the cold, obviously in the cold detention facility. And we want to prevent them from signing the self-deportation. Okay. I just read a story that someone, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. I'm going to believe this is true, that someone in some kind of detention officer apparently crushed someone's nuts. I know this seems crazy, and force that person to sign deportation order. I wouldn't put it past them. I'm going to believe it's true. So please reach out. How do you reach out urgently in case of emergency like that? Yeah, it's crazy, Casablanca. I see so many goddamn stories and videos. I can't even compile into one. How to reach out to us in case of emergency. We do have team members that work till 6 p.m. Not everyone, some team members. On the weekend, we have a team member that works 2 hours. I want to give my team some break too. Me, I'm working like 24/7, but I got to give my team a break. So leave a message or email us. If you have our email, please email, because obviously voicemail takes more time to go through the whole message. So my email is easy to find. Okay, it's right up here. You can find it here, or you can go to greencardguys.com for more information. We care at greencardguys.com. Pretty easy, right? Okay, so let's get to some questions. And also, one more thing. There's so many tips here. You really have to think about old school way. Memorize a U.S. citizen's phone number. Okay. If you don't have family here, some of you don't. Okay. You need to ask, you need to talk to your friend. You need to have a support group, basically. Talk to a friend, make sure that you know that person's phone number and that you may have to call that person if you're detained. I hate to think worst case scenario, but that's what lawyers do, right? Daniel asked, do I know how often OSEMR is scheduled in Houston? I don't want to call it great city of Houston because I'm from Dallas, but it's all good. It's slowed down. It's definitely slowed down. So for a while in the summer is pretty frequent. So I anticipate the next one Houston probably is going to be January. Let's see here. All right, I know a lot of people are waiting in here. Sweet Angel, then La Maria P.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm blessed, thank God.
Good.
Question: I did my interview in August. They said that they will send out the because I have to do my medical. My medical expired. My paperwork went in July 2023, and I did the medical at that time. And my interview was this August. And when I went in, they didn't notify me, but I went in still thinking that it was okay. I didn't know it was expired.
Okay.
And they said that they will send out a RFE for me to go and do the medical. They didn't up to now.
Okay.
But I went ahead and I did the medical. Question: should I send it in without them sending out the RFE, or should I just wait?
They didn't ask for the medical and the RFE?
They asked, no, they didn't send out the last one. When they sent out when they scheduled the interview, they didn't ask for a medical.
Oh,
because,
okay.
Like, they didn't say it was expired. Can you do it over? Nothing like that. So I went in thinking that the medical was okay, right? But when I was interviewed, the lady said, I'm going to send out the letter for you to go and do
another one.
Medical.
Okay. Yeah, then just
Up
send
to
it
now.
in. Sorry, go ahead.
So should I send it in without the paper that they're supposed to send out to attach it, or can I just send in the medical? Because I'm just here sitting down with the medical, wondering what to do.
So currently, did you receive another RFE about
Notice? No.
No. Okay. And you had the interview already.
Yes.
If she said the thing is, usually with RFE, we mail it in with the letter on top.
Yes, I know that. Yes,
So
but she didn't send it as yet, and she said it'll take
when
up
was
to
it?
like about 4 months, and I didn't see it yet.
So your interview was at least 4
I
months
think it
ago?
was like 90 days. Yeah, in August. We're in December, August 12th.
Well, I mean, you already paid the money for it at this point, and they probably forgot at this point. So, yeah, write a cover letter, date it at the top, and mention at the top, your receipt numbers, whatnot, and the date you had the interview date, and you were requested to provide medical exam, and that you basically what you told me, that you haven't received the RFE notice, the formal notice. I want to go ahead and provide it it's enclosed with this envelope, and then just mail it with tracking number. Okay, you got to mail it to the field office.
Yes.
Okay. So try that. I mean, because it's already been a while, and then for example, and also the other thing, send that in, because when did you started 2023, right? So it's been 2 years.
2023.
Yeah, but at least almost 2 years. So like I just got notification. We file a lawsuit. We file a lawsuit almost every day. We filed it less than 2 months ago, and someone's been waiting for a 485 decision. So it just got the good news today. So literally in the inbox. So let's see how that goes for you. If you mail it in this week, maybe wait 30 days, and 36 days is still nothing, then you might want to consider mandamus lawsuit, unfortunately. The last ditch effort.
Okay.
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 Save my
I think that's
information
it, yeah.
just in case.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Okay. You too.
All right. All right. Thank you so much for the questions. Your hubby called you. You don't know if I answered your question. Oh, no. You're next, though, La Maria P. Oh, Akbari. Sorry, I clicked on your name a couple times and then didn't show up. So Akbari is going to be after La Maria P. Thanks so much for your patience. And by the way, if you join more often, like La Maria P, you get kind of a little priority. What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, my aunt, she's been a green card holder for almost 10 years now,
Okay.
and her green card expires in August of next year.
Okay.
And they want to go. My uncle's Italian, so they want to go to Italy in February next year. But with everything going on, she's a little scared to travel. And I just kind of wanted to know, like, if you think she's okay to travel to Italy and then come back. She doesn't have, she has a clean record. She doesn't have anything on her record. She's used her green card before to travel to Italy and stuff and Mexico, but
Yeah.
obviously with this new administration, she's a little scared. So I
Yeah.
just wanted to know, like, what you think, if it's okay for her to travel to Italy or not.
Which country is she from? You said Mexico or Italy?
Yeah, she's originally from Mexico.
Okay. And no arrest, no crimes. Then, I mean, for
No.
most people like that, and then I would say it's okay. Yeah, it's okay to travel and come back. But you said it's about to expire, her residency?
It expires in August of next year, and they're trying to go to Italy in February.
Okay, so she's not going to stay there that long, right? So
No, I think they're just going to stay for like a month.
yeah, that's okay then. Because when it gets like 5-6 months, then right before 6 months, she definitely got to come back. I hear good things about Italy, so some people might stay a little longer than they intended. But yeah, as soon as she can go ahead and is she ready to apply to become a citizen now? In the meantime,
She did want to, but like with everything going on and like just things she's heard. I mean, I tell her to do it.
Yeah.
But she's kind of still thinking about it, I guess. But she did tell me that they are gonna apply to renew her green card soon.
Okay. Yeah, because I know there have been proposed changes. Some things have not trickled down. The policy about like checking on the neighbors that was issued out in August. That hasn't been really trickled down to the local level yet. It may depend on the city, the location, but that's a good example of why sooner the better to file for that. But okay, glad she's renewing it.
I think her thing was because I know I don't exactly know the age, and
okay.
So don't hold on me, but I know she had said that there was a thing where like when you're like a certain amount of years, you can take the citizenship in Spanish. I don't know if that's still going on because I know they were going to get rid of it. So that's like her thing because she wanted to take, I mean, she knows a little bit of English, but it's not like she's fluent. So she's kind of like scared to take the test.
Yeah, there are some age and number of years, the exceptions. If you want, you can email me and my team can email you that chart just in case. Sounds like she knows about it, but just
yeah,
no problem.
Okay. All right.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Take care. You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty. Let's see. Add WOA. How come you don't see my live? I don't know. TikTok has been messing with me. Come on, TikTok management algorithm, help me out. Help the peoples. Okay. I don't know why. Sometimes it doesn't show up. So, but I try my best to go live at 11:30 a.m. Central Time, and also sometimes 11:30 p.m. if I'm awake. So keep those times in mind just in case. Am I talking about stuck cases? Yes, I am in general. Okay, the next person said, I know a lot of y'all been waiting a while. This is because I was having some lesson plan here. Okay, so let's get Akbari, and after Akbari is Vancouverite, Canadian. No, we talk about a lot of different cases, Jay. Hello, Akbari. How can I help you?
Hello, sir. How you doing today? Thank you for helping.
Absolutely. What's going on?
You're doing a great job. I have a question, sir. I have a friend. She's in detention center for 4 months, and 2 times her court has been delayed. One time by DHS officer. They asked, "You want to provide some evidence against her?"
Mhm.
And in December 2nd, she had an interview, final hearing, and the DHS provided some document which was not even acceptable for her attorney and also for judge, because there was 3 people on the list. 2 of them got an asylum case without submitting any accusation for 2 other people. But the DHS asked this judge that she has she talked in a social media with someone who was like a bad guy, for example. She's from Afghanistan, but there was no any details or anything, any date or any voice recording or text or anything else on the accusation. And her attorney asked that provide details. He said, no, this is not a criminal court. We are not providing anything.
Mhm.
Whatever I have it, that's it. And after that, when the judge ignored what he said because he was blaming just nonsense, like nothing, it was only writing down a statement in two sentences that she is talking with someone who was a bad guy, and the judge find out he's talking like a bullshit.
Mm.
But after that, the other criticized that DHS did against her was that because she was injured in Afghanistan because of like a family issue, the only things that because she was not able to write it down in English, although also she was not educated in a school also, it was write it down, for example, arms. And the DHS says, you write it down arms, but what I see in your hand is like an arm.
Okay.
The injury only in one your arm, which is like question, which is like there's only sentence problem.
So,
but after 4.5 hours fighting, the judge decided that I'm going to reserve my decision. I will let you know later. She's confused. We're confused. From your experience, what will be the judge decision after that he reserved the decision and he said, I will write it down later and I will announce it later.
I can't predict what the outcome will be. So it sounds like it's so what's the relation to you? Like a friend or family member?
My friend, yeah, she's my friend. She doesn't have anyone over here, but we were fighting to win the case because I know her. She's in a tough situation if she returned back.
Right. But is she eligible for something? You talked about the crimes and whatnot, but what was?
Yes, she is eligible because she was active in social media. She was facing a lot of torture, abuses in Afghanistan. That's why she left Afghanistan. She came legally. The U.S. troops pulled her out in 2021. She did not cross the border. She had an asylum case pending for four years. But although her asylum case was pending, but the ICE arrested her.
Okay, so she didn't have the final court hearing yet.
Yeah, she got it in December 2nd.
December 2nd. Okay.
But the judge reserved her decision.
Yeah.
His decision. They said you will announce it later.
Yeah, I mean that part is normal especially for asylum cases because there's a lot of changing law, for better or worse. So it's not necessarily a bad thing that the judge reserved decisions to have more time to research. So
do you think? Yeah. Last question. Sorry, I don't want to take time. The last question: when the DHS cannot provide details or clear evidence for the judge, is the judge will take it serious or not? Because it was only something that they provided for 3 people, but they did not submit it for the 2 others who win the case to the court. But only they they bring against this lady, although 3 people was on the list.
Uh-huh.
Her attorney asked that if there's a big issue, why did you give 2 others asylum case, and even you did not accuse them? Why you were choosing this person?
Yeah.
And he
Yeah, it's
stopped
not
talking
fair.
to them.
Yeah. Well, I don't know the other people's case either. So, I mean, the thing is, if she didn't have a lawyer, right? It didn't sound like it. In her case.
She had a lawyer.
Okay.
Actually, but he's also saying we don't know what will be happening for the judge's
Yeah.
decision.
Yeah, we usually it's normal to give like 30 days, unfortunately. But after a certain amount of time, I mean, she doesn't have to. It sounds like she didn't have to be detained. She's only detained because ICE randomly picked her up, right, or arrested her. So after a certain amount of time, I would say 30 days. Reach back out to us, and we might need to file a either bond release or a writ of habeas petition, okay, in federal court. All right, so
Thank you so much, sir.
All
Really
right.
appreciate it.
Wish you
guys
the
are
best. Okay.
having a very hard time. Thank you.
No problem. Take care. All right. So, there's a lot of different reasons why I go live. It's because, so a lot of people are in a tough jam. So you might not even know which attorney to contact. So we're happy to point you in the right direction. Okay. What's up, Vancouverite?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. You doing okay today?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Hey, I got a couple questions for you. I am actually a Canadian citizen. I live in Vancouver, just down, the border, just
Okay.
about 30 minutes away.
Okay.
But my wife is a citizen in the U.S. and she lives in Columbus, so I was trying to get her moved to Canada, but she was like, no. So now that she's trying to get me into U.S.
Uh-huh.
And so the question that is bugging me is she wants to put me in the lease of her house right now as I live in Canada before I apply. So, I mean, is that going to be something to think about it, or should I go ahead and put my life?
You signed a lease in America already?
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't sign that lease yet until after you enter.
Okay.
If that's what you're asking.
That would not work because I think that would be falling under misrepresentation, right? That would fall in that category.
Well, it's okay to add yourself afterwards, just not before you enter. Uh-huh. Does she want you to sign before or something? For co-signing?
Yeah, we'd be married for 2 years right now.
Yeah.
And, I go back and forth in the States. Like, I'm a very frequent traveler, right? So,
yeah.
But she wants to put me in the lease, and I've been telling her that would not work because it would be harder for the process to start, right?
No, it's easier. You just need to do it after you enter the United States.
Okay.
The timing
so
of it.
I enter, and then once I entered, I won't be able to go back because
right.
once my application starts, I won't be able to go back to Canada, right?
Yeah, I don't recommend it. No, I don't recommend it until you get the advanced parole if you apply for that. But usually, 2025 after Trump took over, after getting experience through this administration, these adjustment of status cases, which you would be eligible for that when you re-enter with a visa or ESTA, you can apply for adjustment of status. But the cases take usually about 2 to 6 months this year. I mean, who knows what 2026 will have in store, but if they're going to apply the same kind of processing time, 2 to 6 months, that's pretty good in the sense that you may not have to apply for the advanced parole because that does cost extra. I think another $500 to $600. So it just kind of depends how soon you need to go back. The cases are processed sooner than usual in the sense that the advanced parole is don't even have a decision on it. So just got to take a strategy call. Okay.
So don't travel back once I apply for the what is it called? The
advanced parole once it's been approved, not applied. That's 2 different things. And that takes several months. So
it has to be approved first before I can travel.
Absolutely.
Back to Canada. All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. All right. So I get it. Y'all might have some more questions, but look, we got to speed this along, okay? Got to speed this along because I got legal training for my team in less than 15 minutes. All right. Okay, what's going on? In the meantime, please tap the screen. That is very helpful for the channel so that I can help others. If you have not followed yet, if you're new here, put the number 1 in the chat box. Go ahead, click the plus sign. Okay. If you're not new here, you've been coming back, but you have not clicked the plus sign, go ahead and do that. Okay. I don't know what you've been waiting for. All right. So welcome in, Layla, Bernicia, Ryan, welcome in. Feel free. Look, don't be shy here. Look, I know there's a lot of sensitive personal information. You don't have to share all of it. But if you just want to be pointed in the right direction, thank you for the donuts, Diesel. My wife will not like the donuts, okay? But I appreciate it. All right, tap the screen if you don't mind. A little finger exercise. All right, so here's the thing about the what's it called? About ICE. Okay. I mentioned this earlier, but you need to have a law firm in mind. You cannot be spending like 2 days worth of just Google searching. Okay. That's too much time. You already found me, found my law firm, Green Card Guys Law Group. Not saying you have to pick only us. You could have a list, but just start making your fucking list, okay? Make your list. There's too many of us lawyers, so I get it. We might not be the one for you. Some of you might not like me cursing that much. I get it. Okay, that's fine. At least you learned something, though, right? So go ahead and click the plus sign. Go ahead and take a screenshot of the information. All right, look at the next person on, because you never know when you need us. Okay, Jay, you're next after Oyo. Oh, there's a lot of y'all. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for your patience. All right, I guess I need to shut up. Okay. Oyo Ba. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, welcome in. How can I help you?
I've got a quick question to ask. I live in London, but I'm a Ghanaian, and my partner is a citizen in the United States.
Okay.
And we did file a fiancé visa, I-129.
Yeah.
But I think we didn't do our paperwork. We didn't do the things well, so we got denied.
Oh.
And then we just decided we want to get married and then apply properly.
Okay.
So we are just stuck on whether we should get married. We want to go back home like in Ghana because we've got most of our family there.
Okay. You want to go back to Ghana for the marriage part or what part?
Yeah. Can we use the Ghana marriage certificate to do the I-130 and file through United Kingdom? Is that possible?
You need to check the UK's requirements to see how they allow recording of marriages from other countries as well.
No.
Okay. And then for us attorneys, that is a good example of, speaking with us earlier so that we could check the Department of State chart because they are specific about certain type of marriage certificates.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But thank you for asking.
Thank you.
Good thinking on that. So probably something like that, if you don't mind, just because I don't have my other screen open to schedule one of these meetings.
An interview?
Yeah.
Oh,
attorney meeting probably. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Wish you the best.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye. All right. We got folks from watching in other countries. London in the house. All right. Okay, Daniel, I got your question. John asked, do you need to scan the cover sheet when responding to our RFE? Scan? Yeah, you scan everything. Like keep your own copy, you mean? Yeah, you scan everything. And you keep that letter they gave you, the RFE, you put that on top of your package when you send it back. Please, for the love of God, you guys, always make a copy scan. We scan everything. Scan it and mail it with a tracking number. Okay, so you get some kind of peace of mind that's been delivered. All right, next person. Jay is on deck. And then on deck after Jay is going to be Diesel. I'm going to get Diesel in mute.
Hey, what's going on, man? All right, so I'm gonna try to make it quick so
Thank you.
I can
What's going on?
get the question in. All right. should we file everything when you file in the 130? Because I see people, I'm getting all these different information where you send everything in one, like the adjustment, the affidavit of support, all of that. Do you file all of that with the I-130, or are you supposed to just file the I-130 first?
Oh, sorry. What was the other thing before the I-130? Medical exam. You've been mailed all together. Did you enter with a visa?
No, I'm the citizen.
I'm sorry. Did your spouse?
I'm filing for my spouse.
Okay.
That she's living abroad. She's not in the States. She's living abroad.
Oh, okay. So it's only petition. You can file it online. Okay. The I-130 and the I-130A.
Right.
Okay.
So I don't need to send the affidavit of support, all of that kind of stuff, because I see people doing all that packet.
Yeah, it's
I don't
too
know
early.
If when the person's in America, they do all of that together, but
too early. They don't care about that right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the USCIS.
Okay.
Yes, too early. That's later on. The finances,
Okay.
the 864. You can upload a bank statement, but typically when the spouse is abroad, you don't have a bank statement together. So, but the financial support for that W-2 tax return, 864 form, that is at the next phase after the petition's approved. Thank you so much for asking. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I think the other one is online. You said online, so I don't have to do the by mail.
No,
everything else can be done by mail, but do that online.
Yeah? That one do online. When it's someone, if she were here, entered on a visitor visa or something, then we'd do by mail. It's just, yeah, they don't have online filing for every form. That's why.
Okay. All right. So last question. That part 4 where they have questions 61 and 62 about the adjusting in and out. That is when you get the case number and stuff like that. You can put, say, it's outside of the US, or since I'm doing it online.
Yeah, that one would be online, she's abroad. I gotta
select that she's doing it outside of the US.
Yeah, which country, whichever the embassy is in her country. Yeah, that's what you put in there.
Oh, so okay, so I have to put that she's doing it outside.
Consular processing.
At one point, I was trying to see if I can speed up the process of bringing them up, because somebody tell me you can. I forgot to call it hybrid. You can file after you put in I-130 and it's pending. You got a receipt or whatever. You can file the I-129 to kind of bring them up here to do over here. That would be a good suggestion or no? That's my last question.
That's okay. If she has a valid visa right now, then I would suggest no. Because it sounds like you're married already, right?
Yes, we are already married.
Yeah, if you're already married, it's too late to apply for visitor visa. They're gonna deny her. So on the visitor visa, because they already know you're gonna overstay. So I would just file the I-130 and 130A online. Okay, start with that, and just put the consular embassy of her country, consular processing, not the adjustment of status. Okay.
Okay, and my last question: if I want to do like a review with you, are you doing this because the cost here? I'll have to contact to get costs.
Thank you so much for asking. I recommend this box right here, pre-qualified meeting for $5. They'll share the fees. We're transparent about that. So, okay.
And the number, and I have to contact the number that's above you. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that, or you can go to that website above, or greencardguys.com, and has the option to schedule.
All right, let me screenshot it. All right, thank you for answering those questions, Justin.
No problem.
Burning questions. I appreciate it.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. All right, no problem, y'all. I know a lot. That's the thing. You tell me which attorney, which social media platform, or which law firm social media will they actually share these little steps here? The thing is, I have no expectation of Jay or anyone else authorizing us. Okay. But of course, I'm trying to be unbiased as possible, but based on all the feedback I get from other law firms, seems like we're doing a pretty good job about customer service, responding emails. I told my team, don't feel like you're a robot to reply to emails, but we do want to reply timely, right? We want to update clients timely, and we don't want to provide this fake peace of mind. We're going to tell you the truth. If something's not looking good, we're going to tell you the fucking truth. If we need a document, we're going to tell you the truth of why we need that document. So don't hide things from your lawyers. If you have a lawyer, don't hide things, okay? Tell them the truth, please. All right, let's, I can probably get one more person. I'm so sorry. Bernicia 21. Diesel, looks like Diesel, you rejoined. Let me, because I had you on for a second earlier.
Hi,
Hi,
John. So much.
how's it going?
I have a very quick question.
Sure.
I know of a group of people who would have got caught up in immigration fraud, but they didn't know. They didn't know what they were getting themselves into. It was
Okay.
a really big case in New York where there's this one particular person saying, I can help you get a green card, I can do this, I can do that. They signed up with them, paid money, and so on. So it was a huge case. And I think he had like a couple thousand
Ooh.
people. However, he got arrested, he died.
Oh,
So my question is, what can persons do, especially the people I know personally? What can they do? These people would have come into the country legally, some on visitors visa, maybe student visas, and they would have overstayed. So not only did they overstay, but then now they got caught up in the whole immigration thing. Some of them did get as far as getting social and stuff, and they are paying taxes. But what can they do?
You said someone died. That's the lawyer?
Yes, the person. Well, he actually didn't introduce himself as a lawyer, but very kind of, yeah.
Yeah, well, I hear about that. Okay, so the first thing we need to do, I'm assuming your friend, right? Someone you know,
Yes.
does not
Yes.
might not have all the immigration paperwork, right? There might be other things that he or she doesn't have. So the first thing to do, we want to investigate like this, kind of see the whole picture. I would like to see apply for submit a request for FOIA. It's called Freedom of Information Act. So FOIA for
yes,
short.
They already have that.
They already have that. Okay,
I have
great.
a copy of that.
So
they have a copy.
So we want to make sure there's a framework we use on the legal side to tell them to eventually to USCIS, like there might be possibly no misrepresentation or fraud by him, by the applicant, right? If anything, all done by that non-attorney or possible attorney. So yeah, so that's something that's probably better for a attorney strategy session. Okay.
Okay.
Especially if he hasn't talked to another lawyer about this before. So
they would have spoken to many different people, getting different information, but you just never know what is the right information. The last thing they got was there's a possibility that you can do a T visa or a U visa, and then you have to prove that it was fraud because at the end of the day, they signed all this paperwork. And the paperwork.
I know it seems strange. We've been able to get approvals for people even though they signed the form. And so it's like, yeah, they should have known, but who knows? I'm not going to make things up for your friend, but maybe the way it was presented by that preparer or that alleged lawyer, that it was like, okay, in a sense. So some people trust too much. We over explain things because we don't want people, we want people to know what's going on.
Yeah, they trusted the person because they felt comfortable because they were from the same country. It was just a comfortable environment. So they trusted them with their whole heart, and that's what happened. It was fraud.
Yeah. So yeah,
I can give I'll give the information to my friend, your phone number.
Okay. Sounds good.
And should be in contact then.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Appreciate your patience. Bye-bye. Sorry, guys. Good. What's up, Diesel? Welcome in.
Hey, how you doing? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my case is kind of like complicated.
We'll see what we can do in 2 minutes or so. Sorry.
Okay, I came with a CR1 visa.
Okay.
But, during the process of conditional removal, I was denied. So I talked to a lawyer. She said that I should divorce my spouse at the time and remarry my girlfriend, and so she can file for me. But for the fact that I was working, I didn't needed like her support like that. I kind of like left it aside for a very long time. But recently, I went to St. Thomas, not knowing that I'm not supposed to go there.
Oh,
So when I was on my way back, they said, "Oh, you don't just need your valid driver's license. It's always only for citizens." So I was like booked, and I was given a court date to appear. So that will be March next year. So now we got married recently. I want to know, should I go ahead and apply for removal of status, or should I? What will I do next? Like, I'm kind of like confused now.
what did they charge? What did they charge you with? Did you get a notice to appear document? It's like 1 or 2 pages.
Yes.
Okay. By the way, have you had a chance to talk to a lawyer about this so far?
Yeah, I've
Okay.
had a chance to talk to a lawyer. So they didn't give me any straightforward information. But what they were saying that since, because the lady in question that I got married to, we had a child together.
Okay.
They said I should get married and apply for removal of condition.
Yeah.
I just want to know.
Yeah, 751.
What would be the best process to go on this?
Well, with remove conditions applications 751, you have to show proof that you're in a bona fide marriage. And how long were you married?
We've been married. We've been together since 2021, but we got married last month.
Last month?
Yes.
Oh, you got married last month. Okay. So you have...
Well, we have a child. We have a child that is going to 5 years. She's 4 now. And we've been staying together since then. But the new administration kind of like, okay, I just want to be on the safer side.
Sorry, I have to send this message to my team. Okay, so when did you get the CR, conditional resident status?
That was a 2018, because I came into America February 13th, 2018. That is when I came in.
Okay.
So that was after like a month or 2 after I came in.
Okay.
That's when I received it. Yeah.
Okay. And so now you're married to someone else, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. For the prior spouse, did you file that remove conditions already or not yet?
Yeah, I filed it for my ex, and it was denied.
Why was it denied?
They said that because that was during COVID time, we are not getting along. We don't have, we are like, there's no access to show. We are going back and forth, like in terms of like living situation, and we don't have enough evidence to prove.
Did you do that application by yourself?
Yes, I think that is what made it was I did it myself.
I mean, that's okay. I mean, you tried. It's okay. But yeah, it really is about the marriage evidence from before, and establishing that yes, there was a relationship, even though you had more time together, right? But yeah, we think outside the box, not just the basic checklist that like USCIS has on the instructions. So when we've had cases here at Green Card Guys Law Group where a person like yourself has removal proceedings like court, but we still file the 751 again, okay? Because you technically, legally have not lost your resident status until a judge revokes it, okay? But the thing is, yeah, the whole like you traveled in and out, these customs doesn't you were denied already, right? So the timing of it is not good. So talk to my team, okay? You can probably this situation speak to one of my attorneys, okay?
Okay.
Okay. You can schedule any meeting, but I would probably recommend the attorney meeting.
Okay.
Okay, Diesel.
Okay,
And please, if you fill out the form on a short form online, please upload the denial letter of the 751. That would save some time. All right.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bye.
Have a great day, everyone. So I really have to go. I'm so sorry. I've been on live for about, at least starting with TikTok, more than an hour. Y'all, I wish I could go live all day, but then it wouldn't be, you guys got things to do. I got things to do too. Let's get it going. LFG. Is that what it is? LFG. Let's go. So if you know someone detained, we don't want people detained. Let's get them out. Okay. Share our information. Even if it's not us to help, we can refer someone else. Let's get it together. Okay. You guys have a great day, and please click the plus sign and tap the screen. Okay. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.